Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Watchtower. I'm your host, Joe, and I'm here with my co host, Rick,
Sup?
and our guest and friend, Stun.
Hello.
Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing Daredevil Episode 2. Continuing from the very amazing first episode, we start off, and there's a new character introduced named Claire, who is helping Daredevil out after he's been savagely beaten. Let's go ahead and talk about it for a little bit.
Well, the thing about this is that, Daredevil, the very beginning episode when we're introduced to Claire, she just finds Daredevil in a trash can, which, we don't see what happens. We just know that he got beat the fuck up. But you do see that she is willing, it shows that her character, she's willing to help this man who, is just in a trash can bleeding to death, basically, so.
Yeah, she's got very good morals about her, and she's helps him throughout, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Also, this episode gets back into some flashbacks with battling Jack Murdock. It closes up the origin story, and again, just like in the first episode, it's even more emotional because
We get to see like his past and how his father was,
right. So Matt
and like how
Murdock,
he struggled just to see, like just to have his boy, be proud of him.
right, so Matt
Yep.
Murdock is still freshly blind in this, so he doesn't. His father's helping him out. It doesn't seem like it at first, but it's a very dark way. He's helping him cope with him by letting him sort of bandage and stitch him up, get better with finding things without his eyesight. So it's a very troubling way to go about this. You don't really think about it when you see it because it's so loving.
It is a very touching scene between the two when he is just a kid, but yet he's helping his dad, and his dad wants him to, he's doing this for him to get a better life, but unfortunately, things don't always pan out the way people intend.
So those who know Daredevil's origins know that things don't always end well for Matt Murdock. He comes out of it, and then we're back in the present, and he's trying to find the Russians and find out what they're up to. And as soon as he's patched up, there's this scene on a rooftop where he has one of the Russians, and Claire is also up there, and it is just one of the most brutal torture scenes that you will see on anywhere on Netflix. I think and this is part of the Marvel universe as well, the same as the cinematic universe. Those movies don't really get greenlit for R ratings either.
This is a very interesting scene because this scene you also see Claire actually helps Daredevil. And then you see how far Daredevil's willing to go to do what he needs to do, what he thinks he needs to do. And he also says something very interesting to the villain where he says he enjoys what he does.
Right, so this was also interesting what you said about Claire helping him, because it just goes to show that even somebody of higher moral standard can see clear evil right in front of them, and realize, be able to look past what it takes to bring about justice to accept what Daredevil does.
Now, I wanted to point out that it's sort of a continuation of the last episode on how Daredevil is trying to find this, trying to find someone just in general, and from this torturing scene, that's what he's going to do, and it's going to lead on to a very violent and pretty awesome fight scene.
Right, so this fight scene, which is the highlight of this episode by far, was taken all in one shot. He just rolls up to this building and takes out literally anyone standing, breathing, anything he can get his hands on, he's taking out. We'll talk about all of our favorite parts in a second, but I'll just say mine right now. My favorite part in this whole episode was there was a man that was walking to see what was happening up to the door where everybody was getting their shit kicked in, and bam, he gets assaulted by what I believe to be a microwave.
I think we can all agree here. That scene was our favorite scene.
Yeah, it
Because
was.
this scene is an homage to the Korean action film Old Boy, where there was this big scene where he's in a hallway and he has a hammer and it's just all one shot. It's very much the. What also is great about this scene, you get to see You also get to feel Daredevil is being tired, yet he's he's feeling it all. He's fighting, but you can tell he's still just a man. He's not just like some superhuman. He's a man.
I think Daredevil's superpower is that he's able to take a tremendous beating.
That's actually something they say about the Murdoch boys, where his dad could take all the beatings, and then now his son is taking all the beatings.
Right, so this may be a first where all three of us actually agree on something for once. That's our favorite scene. I'm pretty sure it's a microwave. It might have been a very old TV. Either way, that guy got fucked up.
Yes.
All right, well, all in all, I think it's safe to say we really enjoyed the second episode. Now, I would kind of lump the first and second episode together, more of like a two-parter. As a whole, yes, the Daredevil episode 1 through 2 was a fantastic opening to the series. Stay tuned to catch episode 3 later, which starts a sort of a new arc in the show.